All right, we're recording. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Daily Struggle. I am your host, Alex Clark,
Vanessa Roman here.
and we got a little one with us, Olivia Jade. She's gonna be fucking this whole thing up, pretty much.
She's part of the daily struggle, but we love her so much.
She is the Daily Struggle.
I do love her.
Is it hot in here all of a sudden? Or is it
It's
just
the
because I'm
pressure.
running up and down the stairs?
All of it.
A little bit of
But
everything?
yeah, but
Alright.
I think it's legit now.
What's
We're on-
legit?
We're on the spot now.
Oh, recording?
Yeah.
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 Fuck. Yeah. Well, I got current events loaded up on the screen, so if we fucking run out of shit to talk about, we could just read off the screen.
Well, I mean, she made her grand entrance with a little
Cool.
fussiness, so we can start with her. We've got a crabby 7-week-old.
I thought you said you was gonna breastfeed.
Well, I mean, well, not right now.
Oh.
If she cries, I'll pop it right in her mouth. She'll love it. It'll be great.
All right.
Crabby 7-week-old. I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for this since we had
Oh,
her.
the crabbiness.
Yeah, since we've had her, she's been pretty okay.
Well,
Straightforward.
the
Cries
first
when she's
week
hungry.
was that's an experience that you can't simulate. That there's nothing that can prepare you for that.
I mean, she was a night owl to start.
Yeah, she didn't sleep at all.
We were exhausted from just being in the hospital. It was awful. It was
Yeah,
awful. But we made it.
there's nothing that can really train
Remember
you
how I
for
almost
prepare you for.
started the house on fire that first week?
Yes, but you've done that in the past without a baby. So
Stop it. The last time we did that, it was you and I.
I didn't do shit. I was playing Madden.
You didn't do shit. You were.
No, I put the fire out, but I didn't start the fire.
Okay, hold on. We decided to make these little pizza popper dough things in muffin tins.
Yeah.
If I recall, you helped me put that together.
Yep.
We put it in the oven,
Mm-hmm.
and then you went to go play Madden.
Right.
Okay, and then I went into the the bedroom.
No.
And
See
I
what
came
happened
back.
was.
And the oven was on fire.
See what had happened was the reason why the oven was on fire
The
because
grease spilled over.
you put a little too much Goya in there.
Goya
Yeah.
in the pizza bites?
That's what made it start catch fire
No.
because the grease was popping
The
and they hit the.
pepperoni and the sauce. And the sauce and the pepperoni.
There was grease in it. There was like oil.
And what Goya product are you talking about?
Goya. They have Goya olive oil.
Goya.
You're gonna ask me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know all the products.
So then he comes and we spray water on the grease fire.
No, you spray water on the grease fire.
I did do that. It was the only thing. There was an actual fire in the oven.
In our fucking 500 square foot apartment.
It was so scary. It was scary.
All right, but what were you talking about before that?
But we lived.
Oh, you said you almost caught the house on fire first week that she was here.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never
I should
not
not.
slept that much. That's like a different.
I should not have been cooking.
That's a different thing right there. Like you're not even human at that point.
No, nobody's ready. Nobody's ready.
And there's nothing that can train you for that, prepare you for that. It's a wild time. So if anybody out there that is thinking about having kids, preparing to have a kid, that first week is a doozy. The first month is a doozy, but that first week is like it's insane.
It's a fact.
Well, she's here. I tell her every day. Literally, I tell the baby every day. I love her. She's amazing. I'm happy that she's here because
I mean, she was
I am.
planned.
Yeah,
She was
somebody
planned.
kind of planned.
We thought we were ready.
We planned in our head. We wasn't financially planned. We didn't do any of that.
Yeah, but
But financially, you really can't.
Nobody has ever mentally, financially, I don't think ready to like have kids.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things that like I think as adults we're in a good place.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Our mindset is we're in a
our
good place.
mindset,
Yeah.
like
We take it
understand
serious. It's not just like a.
that this is a human being
Mhm.
that we need to mold and turn into a functioning member
Yeah.
of society.
Like we take that very serious. Whereas like I used to joke like, I wanted 30 kids, but then like now that I'm in my 30s, I'm like officially, I feel like you're not an adult till you become 30. Like because you have to go through a lot of bullshit in your 20s to really figure out like I'm a lot of who I am as a person is just a culmination of all the trauma and bullshit I went through as a kid. And now that I'm 30,
you're sorting through still.
Like in my 20s, I was trying to do this thing. I'm trying to get to this place. And then I realized like I'm not where I want to be. And I'm trying to look back at like, why is this happening? Why am I not the person I want to be? Why am I not where I want to be?
Right.
And then it's like, okay, this is why. Because when I was X amount of years old, that happened. And so once it takes you a couple years to figure that out. But now that I'm 30, I understand the importance of like raising your kids the right way and
being present.
Yeah, nurturing them. And so it's like, there's no fucking way I would ever even joke about having 30 kids or 15 kids or whatever. Like,
contemplate having a second one, and we're like,
Even, like I constantly in my head, I'm constantly asking myself, like, yo, am I even like good enough, like a good enough person to raise another human being? Yeah, but she's beautiful. She's amazing. She's healthy. For me. That's the biggest thing is that she's healthy, and she's big as shit.
Guys, so
but that's what I want. My daughter's gonna be a beast.
Alex, she's in her 94th percentile for height.
How did you say 98th?
94th. 94th percentile for.
She's still growing, yo.
And she's not even 2 months yet.
It's fucking insane.
I feel like
her hairline is crazy. That shit look. I'm jealous.
I tried to brush it down this morning. You know, like I did that first week we brought her home because it wasn't as long or curly. Mm-hmm. I'm never going to do that again.
Why?
Because so I brush it down and her hair's so curly that it'll stay down for a little bit. As it dries, it'll curl in weird places. So it was like stuck to her forehead here and then curly back here.
You laid her edges. Her edges were on fleek.
But her edges are naturally on fleek. Like,
they laid.
They're pretty good. I had to re-wet it and like reassist. I had to do her hair again. It was awful. She looked crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So crabby 7-week-olds are like the biggest bullies.
And literally like big. She's a big fucking baby. In my head, I'm like, there's no way this thing could get that big, much bigger, and still be a baby.
You're in for a really big surprise.
Like, look at this shit.
We have an entire year of baby. And we haven't hit 2.
No, I don't think there's something going on. Something in the breast milk.
I put a little good stuff in there for you.
That's the benefit of breastfeeding, right? You just get a fucking huge kid.
Breastfeeding is good and all, but it's exhausting.
You think if I drink breast milk now, I'll start growing again?
No, but like maybe your GI will improve.
You think so?
I don't know. Maybe.
But you would have to have a good GI in order for it to translate to me. Because she's getting whatever you eat and drink.
She's getting like my immunity.
Yeah, but that's a lot of the nutrients is coming from what you're consuming.
Yeah.
So you got to go on that. You got to go vegan. You got to get all your protein and then.
Well, breastfeeding is.
Let me get the left boob and she can get the right.
No, she takes them both. You'd be taking from her.
She's big enough. She
that's
don't
why
need both.
That's why she's big.
I'm saying I'm trying to get like her. Yeah.
Bobby.
What else is there to talk about? My pubes? Are we on to the one pube or no?
I just need to announce that she did shit her onesie today. She
yes.
shat on her onesie. I had to change her at a restaurant.
Like at a table?
Well, no, at her, like, because we were outside. Mm-hmm. So we were the only ones outside. So I was able to, like, change her in her carriage and I was able to, like, lay her down. Like.
Ooh, a watery diaper in the carriage?
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah, it was rough.
Was she kicking?
Always. You know how she'd be.
Yeah.
But you know what? Mom persevered.
The one thing about having a girl that I was concerned with is that when she becomes like a little girl, how am I going to take her to the bathroom?
You just take her to the bathroom.
What bathroom?
You take her to either a family bathroom.
But like a lot of places don't have family. If it's a family, I'm cool. A lot of places don't have family bathrooms.
If I'm not there.
So then I got to take her to the men's room and stand at the door and be like, yo, you can't come in here right now. And most men's rooms are disgusting. So it's like.
Yeah, so I mean, you get her in there.
I've already run into this with Jesse.
You put her in the stall, you know.
touching a dirty, nasty seat.
She gotta do what she
that got like somebody's ass hair on it.
Listen, women's bathrooms can be more disgusting than a man's. I can promise you that. I can promise you that.
Oh no.
Listen, you just take her to the bathroom like you would anywhere else.
A men's bathroom has a different level of filth.
I think you're worried that she's gonna see something one day that she shouldn't see.
No, if I stand in front of the door and be like, "Yo, just my daughter's in there. Don't come in here right now."
Yeah.
Boom, she should be good.
Do all stalls have doors? No, right?
No, most of them, unless it's a really fucked up bathroom. Like every Stop and Shop
have to be really
has a shitty bathroom. Literally, I think Stop and Shop purposefully has designed their bathroom to look disgusting to make sure people don't go in there.
They put COVID in there on purpose.
They don't want to hire someone to clean the bathrooms, so they're like, let's make sure that nobody ever comes in here.
They got every
Stop and Shop bathrooms look fucking disgusting.
To sneeze in their bathroom.
Oh my god, I think they let homeless people sleep in there at night.
Oh, that would be so nice.
You said nice?
That'd be so nice. Somewhere for them to sleep.
I don't even think that. No, they wouldn't want to sleep in there.
Oh my god!
Like, this place is a shithole.
It'd be like that scene from
The Other Guys.
No, The Pursuit of Happiness with Will Smith.
Oh,
and his son.
Damn! You trying to make me cry?
She made me so sad.
You trying to make me cry?
He puts toilet paper in front of the door.
He was crying. The guy was banging on the door.
I'm getting goosebumps. I'm gonna cry.
Damn, yo. You're supposed to be laughing and joking. Fucking making me cry.
Will Smith and Jaden. Damn it.
All right. Let's talk about this pubic hair I got. So.
The one guy.
I'm 30 years old, right? So I'm getting up there. I mean, I'm still young as fuck, but I'm getting up there.
Mm-hmm.
And I normally keep my bush, trimmed.
Mm-hmm.
I keep it lined up. Yeah, I keep it manscaped normally, but I haven't, trimmed it up since you got pregnant. Not since you got pregnant, but when you started showing, and the action kind of slowed down. I stopped, trimming it up down there. I kind of slowed down on the maintenance, and I got a full bush right now. I got some buckwheat action going on downstairs. I'm liking it though.
Okay.
I got some old school vibes going on. I'm feeling it. I bring back Bush.
Hey, I mean, I don't complain.
Bush 2020.
Hey.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I mean,
I'm digging it. You gotta shampoo though.
What do you mean?
You gotta really get in there. If you gotta understand, if you're gonna Bush 2020 it.
What about the bar soap?
That's fine. Soap.
Can I use the actual bar?
But you gotta don't use the actual bar. People who use the bar of soap that is communal on their body instead of on a loofah.
Yeah.
Are terrorists. Okay, don't do that.
They're psychopaths.
If I find the one pube.
How would you know it's a
dead
pube?
On the bar of soap.
My pubic hair looks like my head hair.
I'm gonna be upset.
That looks like my chin hair.
I would know.
You wouldn't? No, you wouldn't.
I think I would.
My chin hair looks exactly like my pubic hair. If you find a gray hair, then okay, now you know. So what we're trying to get to is that since I've grown my bush out, all of a sudden I have this one gray hair. And the crazy thing about this hair is that it's not even fucking gray. It's silver. Literally, it's a silver hair.
It's special.
It's
making a statement.
I'm upset that I have gray pubes because I'm young as fuck and I'm not supposed to be having this kind of issue, right? But at the same time, I'm kind of it's dope. This shit is silver, dog. It's not gray. It's just my silver hair looks younger than my black hairs.
Listen,
it looks. I kind of want to take a picture of it and post it on social media.
I don't think people.
This is an impressive pubic hair right here.
People want to see it, let alone really hear too much about it. But
I mean, this is daily stuff. We're talking about life right here. This is the circle of life, baby.
But I think
we're talking about babies. We're talking about breastfeeding. We're talking about pubic hair.
Pubic hair.
Things that happen. Bodies are changing.
Hair, the one silver.
The one. Ooh, the Silver Surfer.
The Silver Surfer.
I mean, my pubic hair looks distinguished now. You understand what I'm saying? With the bush and everything, my pubic hair looks like Albert Einstein's head.
I wonder.
My pubic hair makes my dick look like it smokes a pipe and wears a monocle.
No. It's the
right?
Peanut Man.
The Peanut Man. It looks distinguished. He looks old and wise and elderly.
It plays
but still young. He plays handball,
Handball. Handball.
Yeah.
I think you mean croquet.
Nah, handball. I don't even know what croquet is.
Exactly. But he does.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Also, so I also end up with a gray hair on my head. At the same time, same day that I noticed the pubic hair, I ended up with one gray hair.
Out. Like I'm staring at
and it's like it's silver, right? It's not like gray. It's not white. It's like it's weird.
It's a little looser than the rest of your curls, so it stands out a little more.
Now I'm starting to think like because I always trim my pubic hair, was it always there?
Maybe. And
now that I've just like let it grow, yeah. I just now noticed it.
Maybe.
I'm impressed with my bush though. It's impressive. You should grow one.
I do, like maybe once or twice a year. I grow.
Not a big one.
I keep it like.
I'm talking like Michael Jackson fro.
Okay, but like some women don't have the ability to like.
How do you know? You never let it grow.
I just.
How do you? Some women.
For me.
If you just let it grow, it just grows like that.
Yeah, I know, but I think I'd be able to grow fro.
Yeah.
For sure.
Look at the hair on your head.
Like for sure, but like some women. I don't.
How do you know?
Because like my hair.
You be checking them out in the locker room.
On the top of my head, right?
Yeah.
Grows thick, right?
Mm-hmm.
And curly. Okay. So like, what about those women who have thin, straight hair?
What's that got to do with their pubic hair?
They growing a fro down there. Like,
what do you think happens to that hair? It just stays straight? You think it hangs downward? It just hangs downward.
That's gross. No, I don't think. I think it like. So women wear panties, right? So it's tight. It's up right against there, right? It lines.
It stays flat.
It lays down. Yeah, it just lays down.
That's boring. That's boring.
Come on. I know you watch porn. Like
yeah. But it always looks like it's bushy pubic hair.
But you can tell when it's bushy and curly versus like when it's like.
I mean, I wasn't getting that specific with the.
I'm just saying. You can
the texture of hair.
I was
curly versus straight versus flat. I mean,
deep.
Yeah.
But that's for real. I'm telling you the honest truth.
So you think you would have curly, luscious?
Well, I think we both know that that's a thing with me. You know.
What?
Curly.
Downstairs?
Luscious. Yeah.
I don't know that. You never let it grow.
I have too.
No, you didn't.
I mean, I keep it like trimmed.
If you have, you haven't shown me.
And I keep it.
No, I'm talking about let it unkempt. Like, don't mow the lawn all summer.
No. Definitely.
Why not?
Keep it trimmed up.
Do it once in your life.
Things get crazy. I don't think you like it.
I might.
I don't think you would.
I think so.
We'll have to try it. But I don't think
the people care about my perversions.
Your perversion?
Yeah.
Oh, we shouldn't be having these conversations in front of our daughter.
She don't know what's going on, and plus, this is where she came from.
This is true.
You know what I'm saying? This is what happens. This is what it is. Welcome to the world. You're welcome. Jerk. So tell the people about your new phone, your new affordable phone.
So I upgraded from a Samsung
S8
Edge to a Samsung.
All you just said to me is I spent way too much money on this piece of electronic device.
Samsung S21.
S21. Oh no, so you do have the new.
Yeah, and it's $250. That's what I was telling you.
Oh, so wait, no. So the new let me look this up actually. Let's look up Galaxy phones.
And then they have another one that dropped that was a Samsung.
Yo, the people. So we're recording the laptop screen. People are gonna see that I can't fucking spell.
Oh no.
Boom.
Like Google corrected for you.
There you go. So you got the Galaxy S20? 21.
For $250.
All right, no.
Retail price.
So
at T-Mobile.
Yeah. So they went S8, S9, and then they skipped to S20.
Right.
You got the S21.
I have an S21.
And you paid $250.
$250.
No, that's not the retail price. It can't be.
That's what I bought it out. It's not part of my plan. There's nothing added.
Nah, that's an upgrade.
Yeah, I know.
That's why it's $250. But if you was to buy that phone outright,
they don't do upgrades anymore. That's not how it works anymore.
Let me see what this.
Go to T-Mobile.com and see how much they're charging for it.
This phone is not $250.
I have the receipt, bro.
This is not. So, all right, you had the flagship line. The main phone was the S, whatever, S9, S10, S whatever, right? Because you know how they have the flagship phones and then they have the off brands. Mine is an off brand. Mine is like a J7, whatever, J Star or something.
Yep.
That's what I always get. And I thought that's what you got, like a different version of that. Like,
I know.
So look at this. Galaxy S20 5G. You got the 21. This one says that it's $500 with eligible trade-in and Samsung financing. Yeah, I mean, there's no way. Well, I mean, for a 5G phone, it's $500, but that's last year's model. I don't know what the hell's going on with these phones, but yeah.
I wonder, because the telephone company, so like T-Mobile, they probably have some sort of like
deal.
Yeah,
maybe, I don't know.
Because I asked him, I said, "Why is this?"
I'm the wrong person to ask when it comes to phones.
Why is this phone so cheap? And he's like, "This is just the retail price that we have here for it." But meanwhile, they're selling iPhones for thousands of dollars.
No, it's $1,000. Look right here. It says if you trade in a phone, you get a $500 credit. Without a trade in, it's $1,000.
Well, I haven't, and I paid $250 for it, and my bill's not changing.
You might get a big ass bill in the mail. They might hit you with some.
No, I'm not.
I think you got swindled.
I'm not going to get into.
You've been bamboozled.
Anything else, but like I wasn't able to change anything part of my plan for other reasons.
Why? You said they don't do upgrades?
Yeah, it's not a thing anymore.
Why?
I'm not sure. But I heard him. I even heard him talking to the other lady. She's like, "My daughter's phone, her iPhone got robbed, and I'm due for an upgrade." And he's like, "Yeah, we don't do upgrades anymore. It's not a thing."
T-Mobile or just in general, all phone carriers? I can only
speak for T-Mobile. I've only had T-Mobile.
Yeah, I'm the worst person. What's different about this phone? Like, that's the thing about with phones, and this is why I never buy like the most expensive phone. It's a trendy thing, so it's like getting the newest iPhone it's a social status kind of thing. It's like you're trying to show people that you have money because you spent fucking $1,500 on a phone. Like if you got the newest iPhone, it's basically
let's call it what it is. It's a cult. Okay.
You think so?
I think it's a cult. It's a cult.
Damn. It's a cult. It's the weakest cult in the world, if that's the case. Like, it's the whack ass cult.
Stop, we're gonna make millions of enemies.
Normally, when you think about a cult, you're thinking about people in a cabin somewhere in the woods having sex and an orgy and shit.
All the furries out there. Too.
Yeah, this is a weak ass cult.
It's a
fucking
cult.
iPhone cult.
The screen is bigger.
Yep.
Really, what I wanted was better picture quality.
With your camera?
And with my camera.
I'm dealing with that now with this booty ass phone.
I wanted better videos because of the nature of what I'm about to get into with my gaming channel.
But also with the baby.
With the baby, that was it.
Look at that pretty baby. You're going to want a good camera for that pretty face.
Of course. That's all I wanted really was
she looked like she about to cry again.
She's chilling. I think she's got stuff to say. I think she gets frustrated. Huh.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I got a new phone.
But like, as far as the other stuff, like facial recognition and all the stuff that they charge you for,
every phone comes with that automatically now. Fingerprint.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
the only thing that changes is where.
Most of the stuff that they add to these phones, I feel like people don't really use them. Like, so like, why are you buying? I would never use the fingerprint scanner or the facial recognition.
You say that, but
what's wrong with hitting the button?
Well, no, because what it is so once your phone has like fingerprint ability or facial recognition, the apps, like your banking apps and things like that, you don't have to like sign in every time you go in. You use your fingerprint or it uses your facial recognition. And
it just opens the app? Like TD Bank?
Right.
Oh, that might be worth it to be.
That's what's on this phone.
Here's the problem with that, though. People always complaining about these companies stealing your data. But at the same time, it's like you're giving the shit to them. Why can't they?
I don't think they can.
That's what it's reading your fingerprint.
I guess.
T-Mobile is getting your fingerprint.
I mean, it's not anything.
Not T-Mobile, TD Bank.
I think but it's just on my phone. Maybe T-Mobile.
Yeah, T-Mobile is getting your fingerprint. But like, you don't know. TD Bank might be getting that as well.
Listen, the fact
Facebook definitely got that shit.
The fact is,
you got Facebook on your phone, Instagram,
information.
Pretty much, yeah.
Anyways,
there's nothing.
Regardless.
At a certain point, you're not going to be able to hide anything from anybody. So it's pointless. If you want to use the luxuries of the internet, you're going to give up your data. It's pointless. Everyone's going to know what you look like. They're going to know your social security number. They're going to get all your nudes. They're going to get all your sex tapes. Just get over it.
Private folder.
Get over it. It's they got it already.
Also, your private folder too.
Yeah.
Is that
Thank
fingerprint?
you. Boom.
Or,
somebody at TD Bank got hacked in your damn private folder.
Mm-hmm.
My private folder is dry, yo. You should fill it up.
I don't think it's that dry.
Well, my private folder?
Yeah.
How would you know?
I know these things.
Okay. I mean, well, it needs some new content, let's say. You think so?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
I mean, we just had a baby. There's a lot that needs refreshing around here, okay?
Yeah.
A lot of refreshing is needed.
All right. So you got a new phone. I'm not getting a new phone till 2030. So we'll just rock out like that.
I'm dying. I'm with it.
You with it?
I'm with it.
Yeah, I can't do it, man. The phone thing, man. It's like, do I really want that in my life?
I mean, you need it. Whether as much as you hate the fact that you need it.
No, I'm okay with having a phone, but like getting the newest phone, like, is it necessary?
No, that's unnecessary.
It's like,
I mean, unless you're like a business person who, like, genuinely needs up to date.
Yeah.
Shit,
but again, a business person, that's an investment, right? But I'm a regular dude. Like, I'm not a fucking CEO of a Fortune 500 company.
Right.
So it's like it's a different thing.
Walter Mercado.
Yeah, you want to tell me about who this person is?
I can't believe you've never heard of this person.
Is this the Goya guy?
No.
This sounds familiar.
So
did I go to school with him?
No, definitely not. Walter Mercado.
Who's Walter Mercado?
Do you know who Miss Cleo is, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I heard something about this.
So Walter Mercado is a huge influence in the Hispanic community.
Yeah.
This man, I grew up watching him on television. Okay? And basically he is this like mystical being who would come on television and he would go through your zodiac signs and tell you what to look forward to.
Yeah.
And he was huge because he was never really a negative person. He was always very positive. And he would end his shows with, peace and love. And he would do this. Y mucho, 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 mucho. And he would wave his hand around his heart. Mucho, mucho, mucho. Amor.
What does that mean?
Lots and lots and lots and lots of love.
This was a gay man.
So,
Walter Mercado?
I think that...
Was he transgender? That's kind of funny because in Hispanic culture...
No, he would never be considered as a gay man or a transgender because...
He's just super flamboyant?
He's a mystical, flamboyant man. You know what I mean? With all the answers. Nah,
he found a way to get his shit off.
But...
He's like, I want to be openly gay. How can I figure this out?
And he did it. But he did it. He did it. And I think he passed away earlier this year. And it was like a big deal. Like what they were going to do with his body.
Is your dad a fan of him?
He knew who he was. I'm sure that he grew up watching him as well.
So he's Puerto Rican?
I'm not sure.
Puerto Rican Miss Cleo?
I don't think he's Puerto Rican.
Well, I got his wiki right here. Let me read it real quick. Walter Mercado Salinas, born March 9th, 1932. He actually died in 2019, November 2nd.
Last year.
Also known by his stage name, Shanti Anada. Does that sound right?
Oh, I guess. I didn't know that.
He was a Puerto Rican astrologer,
he was Puerto Rican.
Actor, dancer, and writer, best known as a television personality for his shows as an astrologer. His astrological prediction shows aired for decades in Puerto Rico, Latin America, and the United States, and he became a cultural phenomenon in the Hispanic community. So he was a big deal when he passed, right?
Big deal.
I kind of feel like that's every famous Hispanic entertainer. No,
yeah, but I wouldn't say so because he didn't have a series or anything like it was just literally a show. I don't even think it was an hour long. It was a segment. He would come on at a certain time, right? And he would go over it was people would tune in like the lottery numbers, right? You tune in at a certain time, you get the lottery, and then that's it.
Oh, that was it?
That was it.
Or was
you
it a segment?
Tune in at a certain time to get your astrological signs and your meanings and all of that.
Yeah.
And that was it. So it wasn't like, yeah, you can call it a show, but it wasn't.
How does this work with, like, again, Puerto Rican people, very religious?
I don't even know.
But
I'm telling you, it's the way that he was. It was him.
He's a gay person.
He was a character.
He's just a flamboyant gay man who does magic, right?
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
If you sum it up.
But he was like entertaining, and people loved him.
Well, I mean, you compared him to Miss Cleo. Based off what you're telling me,
was like a legit scam artist. Like, and she was like.
Yeah. But the way you're telling me, this guy was more popping than Miss Cleo.
He was way more popping than Miss Cleo, and
everybody knew Miss Cleo was a scam artist.
He was a little more genuine.
She only came on the TV at 2:00 in the morning.
He was a little more genuine about his craft, you know, and he preached positivity and love. He was a positive man. This
picture right here is like killing me. Oh, you giving her the other boob?
Yeah.
I'm getting a lot of. You flashing me over here.
She's acting so hungry.
This picture right here is ridiculous. He looked like I don't know what kind of religious magician.
Religious magician.
Yeah.
He's an astronomer.
I was listening to a podcast today, and this comedian called Donald Trump a sailboat casino salesman or some shit like that. It was just the funniest thing, like, because they were talking about basically like. Donald Trump's not really a successful business person. I watched a documentary about Donald Trump and all his business ventures, and he was actually a really failed business person. But that TV show he had, what was the show called again?
Oh, The Apprentice.
Yeah, The Apprentice. That ran, I think, for like 12 seasons, and it actually changed the way people thought about him.
Of course.
Because it framed him as this successful business person when he really wasn't. And so at the end of the show, people are like, wow, Donald Trump is this amazing guy, successful, da 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 da. But prior to that, he had several failed businesses. And so all of his failed businesses like really put the impression in people's minds that this guy's a fucking con artist. And so the show changed that and then allowed him to become president. And so people who remember who he used to be before the show know that this guy's a fucking con artist.
Of course.
And they were talking about it on his podcast, and they're like, yeah, this guy's just he's a scam artist. Like, but he's the most successful one. So I'm okay with it. Like, that's more impressive than just being a politician. The fact that he's been able to just like bamboozle people and make people think that he's this great guy.
Right.
So it's like, I'm okay with that because it's like, at least he's successful at something. Right. So.
At being a con artist?
If it works, it works. You got to have some kind of competency, some kind of intelligence to make it work.
But is it him or is it his team? Like, he's surrounded by people.
I think that...
you know what I mean?
Well, no, he's a confidence man. So, like, even just in the way he behaves, the things he says, like, he's definitely an alpha male. So it's kind of... And then he uses a lot of tactics. I don't think... Like, he's come out himself and said that he doesn't read. But a lot of the things he does are part of, like, the art of war. Like, anytime somebody attacks him, instead of trying to defend himself, he attacks that person right back. And this way, he never looks guilty.
He doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't want to.
He never explains anything. He just attacks. And so he can't like really lose because he's always fighting. But yeah, I don't know why I brought that up.
I mean,
because of this
it's
guy.
A big topic.
The way
because
this guy
of Walter
looks.
Mercado.
Yeah.
Walter Mercado and Trump are like the two most opposite individuals on this planet.
They both weird looking though.
They're both a little flamboyant.
Yeah, this man he got bracelets. I don't know if that's 2 watches. He got a gold chain. He got some kind of gold metal thing right here. He might be is he a rapper?
That's a pendant.
You look like a rapper.
That looks like a pendant. Like this man is wearing a pendant.
That's what that is?
It looks like a pendant. Wouldn't you call it a pendant?
Oh man. Who is he about to resurrect?
I'm saying the mummy.
Jesus Christ.
He was cool though. He was cool. To be that powerful and influential and just preach nothing but positivity,
yeah, that's a dope thing.
And love, and he was a cool dude.
He's the Puerto Rican Pope.
The Puerto Rican Pope?
Yeah.
I like it.
All right, what's next on this? The UFOs?
UFOs.
The UFOs?
We called it. Listen, we called.
Oh, yeah,
When
yeah,
2020 started hitting and hitting hard,
Mhm.
and all these terrible things began to happen, right? I think that you and I, we called it. We sat down. We were already like 7, 8
All right.
months pregnant.
Let's state our theory. So the theory is that since I think it happened before 2020, but since 2020, there's been nonstop bullshit.
Oh, for sure.
Nonstop. We're in the spin cycle, and it's going to keep happening.
Yep.
And so after the pandemia, after the pandemic,
we contemplated calling our daughter that, by the way.
What, Pandy? That's kind of
nickname. Yeah. Pandy.
That should still be her nickname.
Anyway.
She kind of looked like a panda a little bit.
No,
look at those cheeks.
Stop it.
Yo, pandas are mad cute.
Go ahead.
I watched a video of a panda eating
bamboo.
Yeah, that shit was cute.
So they do.
That was amazing.
Sit there and eat bamboo.
Yeah, after the pandemic, we're like, so what's next? Like, what's going to be the next story, the next thing to kill people? And we said aliens.
Mm-hmm.
And here they are. Boom.
And we were joking around.
But we were kind of off because there were a couple of things between that. There were the murder hornets.
Yeah.
And then there was something else before the UFOs.
Well, we had a lot of like personal things going on.
Oh, yeah.
And
a lot of personal things.
That's what it was. So
there was stuff in the media as well, but yeah, the UFOs is the biggest thing since the pandemic. Mm-hmm. But I think this shit is fake anyway, so it don't matter.
You think it's fake? You know what I think? So I think that they've been had UFOs. I think they've been had a bunch of like proof of life, right? I think they're now just like trying to like gently introduce things to the public.
Well, no. So apparently, with the story that came out there was this footage that was going around. I think since like 2015 or something like that.
Of this unidentified flying object.
Yeah, and I think that the Air Force had this footage, and there was a bunch of actually different video clips. There's like I think like two really popular ones, and nobody really knew anything about it. I guess the Pentagon or the Air Force had released this footage, and it's been kind of popping up here and there every year since. And so the information that was released recently actually doesn't say anything about aliens. Apparently, the Pentagon had just released a statement saying that they're aware of crafts that are made out of materials that may have not been produced on Earth. Mm-hmm. And they're just trying to figure out what it is. So they're not saying it's aliens. They're saying maybe it's something that Russia built, maybe China built it. Somebody built something. But they're not actually coming out and saying it's specifically aliens.
I don't think they can. I think they understand that it would cause mass hysteria. Again,
I don't think people care anymore because I think at this point
everybody knows it's a scam.
Well, no, I think the people that believe already believe, and the people that don't. So it's kind of like no matter what they put out, it's not going to change. It's not going to sway anybody's opinion until there's like an alien on TV, like they're doing an interview with somebody.
And even still, there's going to be your skeptics out there. Like
that's fake. Yeah. Like the alien, they got to bring the alien to your house.
That's not real.
Basically.
I mean, there's people out there who still don't think that like
there's intelligent life out there.
No, that we launched this year.
Oh yeah, the SpaceX.
Yeah.
I mean, you're always going to get that. But the reality is, you got to take everything with a grain of salt. You got to be skeptical about everything because maybe we didn't.
Maybe we didn't.
Maybe the Earth is flat.
But we most likely did.
Yeah, most likely.
And the Earth is most likely not flat.
Most likely.
Like definitely.
Most definitely not. Yeah. You don't know.
I can't personally prove it, but it's
exactly. So if you can't prove it, boom, they're getting to you. The government got to you.
The government did it.
Yeah. Damn it. The government.
The government did it.
So you think there's aliens? You think that?
I think that we, as the human race in our galaxy, right? Cool. Like we exist here.
Yeah.
But there are other galaxies and
other solar systems.
Is vast. And I'm not necessarily thinking of like green, big-headed, big black-eyed, space aliens.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of life in general. Like there's got to
be
bacteria, plant life, water. There's got to be
single-celled organisms.
Something.
Yeah.
There's got to be. I believe in that.
Mm-hmm.
I do. Full-heartedly. I think that I think it's almost like selfish of us to think that we were that lucky, that astronomically lucky, that we are the only living things in the entire universe. You know, I think that. That's it.
So you didn't answer my question. Do you think this was aliens?
Probably not. No.
Probably not. All
Probably
right.
not. No.
We agree. I don't. All right. Here's my stance. We've talked about this.
I think it was Russia.
I think it's a spin. I think so. Like,
I think Russia did it.
There's a comedian. His name's Andrew Schultz.
Mm-hmm.
He's the guy that does the Instagram monologue joints.
Yeah.
The ones that are funny.
The political ones, right?
Yeah. He said something the other day. It's like anytime because Ghislaine Maxwell, whoever Epstein's accomplice.
Yes.
She got arrested.
Yes, she did.
And then apparently some lawyer, some judge that was working on Epstein's case, or not Epstein's case, but she was investigating Deutsche Bank, or
yes,
their son got killed.
About this.
And so they're saying that basically Schultz was basically saying anytime that information comes out about pedophiles, they release some wild, crazy information to kind of spin people, to get them off of the real issues.
Yeah.
And that's most likely what this was.
Yeah.
Like it was just trying to distract people from what's really going on.
From the real issue.
The other thing too is that we had all this unrest about the George Floyd thing.
Yeah.
And then you had the protests and the riots. So it's kind of like they're just trying to get people's attention away from the real issues, shit that's really bothered, messing with this country.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's aliens. I think aliens do exist. I think there is intelligent life out there. I don't think they fucking care about us. And that's my position on it. That's my stance. Yeah. I'm going to stand. That's going to be my stance until I meet an alien. And again, I don't think that's going to happen. So.
You could have already met one. You don't even know you met one.
It's possible. I mean, I think it's unlikely.
They wouldn't let you know that it's from out of this world.
I did grow up in his predominantly Hispanic neighborhood, so I definitely have met some aliens.
Wow. That was trash, bro.
That was trash?
That was so trash.
All right, fuck.
But I mean,
you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
I'll give you a grin.
A grin?
Yeah.
All right, but she's laughing though. She caught it.
Don't believe him. She's not laughing. She's mean mugging right now.
All right.
Mean mugging.
Damn. All right. Where are we at right now for time? What if we didn't record any of this?
I'd kind of be upset because I feel like we covered a bunch of fun stuff.
I don't think we're recording right now. Yeah, it didn't record anything. Yeah, it didn't record.
I don't believe you.
You should.
I don't. See?
Where's the stop button? It says locate the stop button.
We clearly don't know what we're doing.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that daily struggle.
The daily struggle.
We just don't ever know what we're doing.
That's pretty much like my life.
Trying to figure it out.
You know what I noticed? I needed a consultant for everything. Like, you know how like companies hire consultants to help them develop new programs. I need a consultant for everything.
For all of it?
Just like all of it.
How do I take care of
this pubic hair? Yes, like.
How do I take care of that?
How? You know?
And then
what do I do?
Your consultant will come and be like, take these trimmers.
Nah, I want to do
and chop it away.
I'm enjoying this bush, man. I love this bush action. You know, Bush 2020.
Or you can color it.
Nah.
You can just dye that one strand.
The funny thing about it too is it's completely straight. It's not curly like the rest of them. It's like I'm here.
I'm telling you, it wants to stick out. Just let it be. Let it live its best life.
Fuck the bush.
On that note, I think that was pretty good.
That's it?
I think
you don't want to go through the news, see what's trending in the news?
Uh-oh. We might.
What do we got?
Like it or hate it.
What do we got? Let's look at the U.S. news.
We're going to have to meditate tonight.
2 cats are fighting. All right. I'm meditating every night. Not just tonight.
Not just tonight?
Yeah. This looks like shit I don't give 2 fucks about.
That Epstein judge shit ain't up there. It should be.
It probably is. I can't read right now. All right, we're going to wrap this up?
Let's wrap it.
All right. So thank you guys for tuning in to the Daily Struggle podcast. If you enjoy the content, please give us a like. Also, subscribe to the channel. Again, thank you for listening.
Boom. Done.
Bye.
Bye.
If you have any great pubes, let them grow.
Let him live. Peace.
Voice 2020. Bye. We're still recording, by the way.
Lick those toes. Lick them. Yee, licky your toes. Fellas, go eat your toes.
We're still recording.
Just cut it out at the end. Cut it out.